guys, Jason Clemons here from Clemons Boats, coming at you with another session here for the 2021 Cleveland Boat Show. Again, it's a virtual show, but it's a hybrid. We do have in-person events here as well. So you'll see the mask around my neck. We are doing social distancing here and wearing masks, but we'd invite you out to one of our 3 showrooms. We've got our main showroom that we've newly remodeled that we'd love you to come out and see. That's got our Benningtons in it. This is our showroom number 2. Because demand is so high this year, and because we're having a tough time getting new boats, we do have some used boats in here. We've got plenty of new boats in here, and then our whaler showroom is number 3. On top of that, we also have a bunch of storage here, either cold storage or heated storage. So we've got most every model we sell here on the property somewhere that we can show you to get you an order slot in to make sure we can get you going by summer. This session is going to be about the Nauticstar brand and our brand showcase. So we're going to kind of go over all the boats we have here little by little. Obviously, if you want to see anything in more detail, we can. But for now, we're just going to show you the general overview. So Nauticstar is not a new brand. They've been around since about 1995, but they're fairly new to the Great Lakes. We took them on in 2014 or 15. They are the #1 selling fiberglass outboard boat from 20 to 28 feet. So they sell a ton of boats nationally, but they started out along the coast. So Texas, Louisiana is a big stronghold for Nauticstar, moved up on the East Coast, and then of course we brought them up here on the Great Lakes. One of the key features on a Nauticstar is the fact that it's all fiberglass construction. There's no wood in the hull on the boat, which affords them the ability to give you a lifetime hull warranty. So very strong hull warranty on the boat. Of course, they can't give you a lifetime hull warranty if they're worried about it. And being that it's all fiberglass, they don't have to worry about rot. So that's how they pull that off. All the boats come with the same 1-year warranty as far as parts and components go. And then, of course, sorry about that, guys. We had a little technical difficulty there. Again, the engine on the boat is going to be by manufacturer. So Yamaha has their standard 3-year warranty. Right now, they've got an extra couple, but you could be watching this down the road. So Mercury, they are available with Mercs now. We tend to stock all our boats from 150 and under with Yamahas. 200 and up, we do some with Merc and we do some with Yamaha, but we can equip it the way you want it, which is important to a lot of people. As I was talking about Nauticstar in general and the warranty, we're looking at a 203 here, which is a deck boat. This particular boat's going to be in our rental fleet, but again, since we don't have a lot of boats, we wanted to show you what we have. We do have a couple of these on order with a single console or a dual console. And what's exciting for us this year is we are going to become a dual console and deck boat dealer. When I say dual console, I really mean a deck boat with a dual console. So we have typically only been a center console stocker. We're going to stock these in 19, 20, 22, and 24 feet. So now we've got the line all the way up in every single model that Nauticstar offers that we're going to have here in stock. Another thing to note, as I had said, this is going to be in the rental fleet. We're going to have 4 of these in our rental department. So not only are we going to have single and dual consoles for sale, we are also going to be having 4 of these in our rental department. So number 1, if you're just not ready to buy a boat, you can come rent a boat. We also have tri-tunes, pontoons, and center consoles in the rental fleet. So you could rent a deck boat once, a pontoon once, a tri-tune once, and a center console once. So you'd have that ability. Or if you think, hey, I may want a deck boat, but I don't know how this thing is going to work for me and my family, I don't know how it's going to ride, we would tell you to come up here and take one for a ride on the rental department and decide for yourself if you like that or what style of boat you like. As we move around the showroom here, we do have a couple. We had 3 used Nauticsstars, now we only have 1. This particular Nauticstar here is a 211 Coastal. It's a 2016 model. This is a boat we took on trade here this fall. Barrier coated bottom that we had just done, I believe, last year. Fully serviced and ready for the water. Electronics, trolling motor, ready to go. This boat's priced at $32,000. Great way to get into a really clean boat that's in great shape, but save some money. This angler is a kind of a bay boat and a deck boat mixed together. So you get flip-up seats in the back, but a big wraparound bow in the front. We do have the cushions for this, we just don't have them in the boat now. So This is a great boat if you'd like to fish a little, tube a little, ski a little, but you like the center console feel. So this is kind of a center console deck boat slash bay boat. It's kind of a Swiss Army knife here. Does a little bit of everything. This boat will come with a warranty. We've done a full checkout on it, and it is upon a water test and sea trial, so we will get on that. The two boats over to the left of John here are actually rentals that we had from last year that we've sold. However, if you take a look at those, they're still in great shape. It shows how well the boats will hold up to being ran a lot because they were in a rental department. Those, again, are both sold, but we will have some more of those available, and we have two of those that are going to be in as our rental. I'm going to have John follow me here. We're going to go over here to this 2602. Again, these videos are short 15-minute segments. We can only get so much information to you. We know we're moving kind of fast here. This is the overall showcase. Comment down below on, hey, I want to see that 2602 rear seat better, or I want to see that deck boat better, or obviously any question that you have. Comment below, or send us a text at 419-684-5365, or call that number, or send us a comment on at clemonsboats.com. Hit a contact form. We'll get you whatever you could want. As you can tell, we're good with technology. Videos, FaceTimes, emails, whatever you need, come in. Again, we are open. We're 9 to 6 during the show, but 9 to 5 every other day, Monday through Saturday. We'd be happy to show you the boats in a safe manner.
And Jason, if I can cut you off, you mentioned
Absolutely.
You mentioned the boat rentals. I don't know if you mentioned if people do rent the boats and end up buying a new boat, we do refund your rental fee for that day.
Absolutely, and that's a great point. If you are doing a rental to test out the boat and you decide, hey, I want to buy one, you do get your rental fee back. And on that note, we did a full rental process video before this one. Go back on our Facebook live stream, you'll be able to watch that, and there's some more details in there. And if you go to our website, there's a ton of information, but there's a lot of good information on that, which is a good point. Good way to try one out, kind of risk-free. This boat here is the 2602. We'll spend a little bit more time on that than the others, although still not a ton, just because we haven't went over this boat really much yet. As you'll see here, it's an 8.5-foot beam, slate hull, which is a new color for this year, really sharp looking. We've got the anchor covered here with bubble wrap just so nobody hits their head and hurts themselves, but it does have a nice anchor here and through the stem windlass instead of a pulpit. This is an 8.5-foot beam boat, a little over 26 feet long. I have fished a walleye tournament out of this boat with 5 people. It runs 50 or a little bit over even with 5 people and a full tank of fuel with the twin 150s that are on the back. The boat runs really, really good. You can get it with 200s, but with 150s it runs great. And you'll see as we climb aboard here, the Legacy Series, although is a center console and might look like a hardcore fishing machine, it also does a really good job of just being a all-purpose boat. Tubing, skiing, going to the islands, hanging out, and again, it rides really good on the lake. With the 8.5-foot beam, it's trailerable, and that also allows it to have a nice steep cut in the water, so it rides really well. Another thing you'll notice, especially as we move along here, is that there's a new upholstery color. If you've looked at these for a while, it's different. This is the Flint Matrix, which is a grayish color, as you can see. The feedback we've got from customers so far is they absolutely love this color. It gives it a little bit more of a sporty feel. If you scroll down there, John, you'll be able to see the Flint Matrix and the tan next to each other. Obviously, we can get both. Everybody has a different opinion of which one they like better, but this is much sportier. So if you've been looking at these and you've not liked the upholstery, which we have heard on a couple, you can get this. We kind of match them to the hull. Black or blue could go either way. The slate, of course, just goes good with this color. This has the upgraded helm seat on it, which is one of the options we put on the boat. Flip up bolsters. It's got a little bit nicer armrests on it. Flip down footrests. You do have your anti-fatigue mat here at the helm, which looks small along down the water, especially on Lake Erie where you're getting beat up. It's nice to have this. It's got a lot of cushion in it. You'll notice a big open space here for electronics. We know how fishermen are. Now you may not be fishing out of this boat, but there's a good chance that you are, and you might just go perch fishing and play around a little bit, or you may be hardcore into fishing, which of course you may want twin screens, you may want autopilot in 1 screen, radar in 2 screens. There's lots of options. They offer SimRide from the factory. We're a certified Simrad dealer, but we could put different brands on there and kind of tailor it to however you want it, which is why we do this. There's just a ton of options there. Does come with an infinity stereo, trim tabs with indicators. Another thing that they changed for this year is you'll see the D-tubing on your T-top here where it used to be round. That seems like a small detail, but it adds a little room to walk through here, which is nice, and a windshield setup, which is different. So you've got side windows made out of a different material, and it's easy to customize that to put an enclosure around it. As we move up to the bow, most center consoles of today have some sort of bow backrest, but not everybody does it the right way, in our opinion. This is a great way to sit in the front of the boat, turn it into a bow rider, and then not have to pull out a backrest and find a place where you're going to put it or how you're going to hide it. One simple push of a button, it's back in. You want to fish, it's a perfect spot to have a nice leaning post kind of, or not leaning post, but combing bolster as you're fishing over the bow of the boat. Again, the windlass on the front. There's a table available on the front, and of course you've got live wells here in the back.
And you have controls for the windlass up here on the bow or at the helm, both?
Absolutely, which is super important, especially if you're boating by yourself, which a lot of people do up here. Tow rails down here on the back or the business end of the boat. You do have two live wells on each side, or I'm sorry, on the port side, and then the leaning post here. Your cushions are removable back here, but lots of comfort. Again, twin 150s, lots of detail on these boats. We're just trying to get you a little bit of information here as we go over the full brand overview. Again, the Legacy is kind of the all-purpose center console line. They did have an offshore series. Now they're all Legacy. So if you're wondering what happened there, that they just discontinued that brand. They found that you really don't gain much on an XS space-wise in this size range with the full bench along the back. And then you get more comfort. So more people were just going the Legacy route. So they moved that. There is one XS model, which is a 28, and we do have one of those on order and coming. This is the 243 DC next door, which is the deck boat. This is our most popular deck boat, likely because we're on Lake Erie, so it's a little bigger model. Full wraparound seating, a little over 24 foot long, 8.5 beam, and as you look towards the front, you'll see it's very wide all the way to the front, which is what gives you so much more room in a deck boat. This particular one's got a 200 Yamaha on the back. It does have the weave carpet in it. It's got the table, the full bow filler, and one neat thing on this boat is it does have a head there on the port side. So a lot of people buy this boat that might be also shopping for a pontoon or a tri-toon. Lots of people, lots of comfort, fiberglass outboard boat. So you can take it to saltwater, freshwater, inland lakes, offshore, etc. Another kind of Swiss Army knife type of boat. You'll see a theme with a lot of our stuff. We have a lot of boats that are hardcore only fishing, hardcore only pleasure. In the Nauticstar line, they're very much a mixture of everything. So you can buy one boat and do several things. You're going to get more value out of this brand than anywhere else out there. All fiberglass stringers, Yamaha power, lots of options, lots of color choices, lots of model choices, and a lot of bang for your buck. This boat here is a little under $70,000 for a 24 that's loaded. This 26 is slightly over 100, but you see all the options that are on this boat. There's a lot of value there if you compare it to other brands. You're still getting a lifetime hull warranty. You're getting a brand that's been around since 1995, and you're getting a lot of options. So there's a whole lot to talk about there. This is the 2102 Legacy, which is the smallest boat in the Legacy lineup. 21 foot, 8.5 foot wide, powered with a 150. This boat is a little over $60,000. Again, a lot of bang for the buck. If you've been shopping for boats, you know what kind of price that is. You're getting a lot of boat for the money. That's with a 150, with the extra combing bolsters, with a powder coated T-top, with a stereo, with a live well, with a ski bar. You're getting a whole lot of value there, which is what Nauticstar is all about. Of course, you could buy lots of different boats. You could buy a boat of this same size for $120,000, $130,000. It's almost half price, but a ton of value. The number one selling value segment brand in the country, been around since 1995. Again, I know we're kind of breezing through these guys, but we've got a lot of boats here and a lot to talk about. We've got 3 showrooms full of boats. With the demand right now, we're running out of inventory. We've got a bunch of slots coming in to refill. If you're looking at buying this or any of the other boats we have, please get a hold of us. We don't want you to miss out on summer. There's going to be a time here where we're going to be very, very light on inventory. You have any questions, John?
No, I think you summed it up.
Okay, great. So again, 419-684-5365. Text or call that number if you have any questions, or comment below here and we'll get somebody to answer your questions for you. We'd love a shot at in your business. We've got some of the best boats out there, and we urge you to come take a look at our Nauticsstars.